Section 1, Highway versus Skyway, a fuel crisis. Compared. Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, radio blasting. The sun is shining, the road is clear, and you're in the zone, enjoying the freedom of the open road. The hum of the engine is like a comforting background score to your journey. Suddenly the engine sputters, coughs, and dies. Out of gas. The music stops, and you're jolted out of your reverie. The car slows to a halt and you realize you're stranded. A pain, sure, but you pull over, call a tow truck, not the end of the world. You might be late to your destination, but help is on the way. You can stretch your legs, maybe even enjoy the scenery while you wait. Now picture this. You're soaring at 41,000 feet, hundreds of miles from the nearest runway. The view is breathtaking, clouds beneath you, the horizon stretching endlessly. The hum of the engines is a constant reassurance. The same gut-wrenching silence descends. No engine roar, no reassuring hum. The cockpit is eerily quiet and the pilots exchange worried glances. The instruments show a rapid loss of altitude. This time there's no shoulder to pull onto, no tow truck coming. You're in the middle of nowhere with nothing but sky around you. The stakes are infinitely higher and the margin for error is non-existent. This, my friends, is the nightmare faced by Air Canada Flight 143. A routine flight turned into a desperate struggle for survival. The pilots had to rely on their training, their wits, and a bit of luck to navigate this crisis. The difference? One happens closer to Earth, the other, a terrifying plunge into the unknown. On the highway you have options, you have time. In the sky, every second counts, and the consequences of running out of fuel are far more dire. Yet, despite the odds, the pilots of Flight 143 managed to glide the plane to a safe landing, turning a potential disaster into a remarkable story of human ingenuity and resilience. It's a stark reminder of the challenges faced in the sky, and the incredible skill required to overcome them. Section 2, July 23, 1983. The day the fuel gauge lied, July 23, 1983, a day etched in aviation history. Air Canada Flight 143, a Boeing 767, was cruising from Montreal to Edmonton. The flight seemed routine, a standard journey across the Canadian skies. On board, 61 passengers and 8 crew members, none suspecting the ordeal ahead. Families chatted, business travelers worked on their laptops, and the crew went about their duties with practiced efficiency. The Gimli glider, as it would infamously be known, took off without a hitch. The takeoff was smooth, the engines roared to life, and the aircraft ascended gracefully into the sky. But high above the ground, a silent crisis was brewing. The passengers enjoyed the serene view of the clouds, unaware of the impending danger. Unbeknownst to the crew, the plane was critically low on fuel. The pilots, seasoned and skilled, trusted their instruments, not knowing that one of them was betraying their trust. A faulty fuel gauge, the silent saboteur, gave no warning. The gauge showed a comfortable amount of fuel, misleading the crew into a false sense of security. This was no ordinary fuel shortage, it was a catastrophic failure waiting to happen, a ticking time bomb in the sky. This was a perfect storm of technical glitches and human error, about to test the limits of skill and courage. The maintenance crew had miscalculated the fuel load due to a conversion error between metric and imperial units, a seemingly small mistake with massive consequences. The pilots, unaware of this, were now facing a dire situation that would push their training and resolve to the absolute limit. Section 3. Metric mishaps, when liters and gallons collide. The 767 was a new breed, a fuel-efficient marvel. But new tech often comes with new headaches. This bird used the metric system, a departure from the older imperial measurement aircraft. During a refueling stop, confusion reigned. A miscalculation occurred converting liters to kilograms, the unit used to measure fuel in the 767. The ground crew, relying on faulty readings and incomplete information, underestimated the fuel needed. The result? The Gimli glider took off with less than half the fuel required for its journey. A costly oversight, measured not in dollars, but in the lives hanging in the balance. Section 4. Gimli or bust. A desperate glide for survival. At 41,000 feet, the unthinkable happened. The left engine sputtered, starved of fuel, then went dead silent. The chilling silence was soon broken by a deafening alarm, the all engines out warning. Panic gripped the cockpit. Captain Bob Pearson and First Officer Maurice Quintal, experienced pilots both, sprang into action. Their mission: find a place to land a 70-ton glider carrying 69 souls. Their eyes scanned the maps. One option emerged. Gimli. A former airbase now decommissioned, its runway was now a racing strip for weekend hot rodders. It was a long shot, but it was their only shot. Section 5. Touchdown at Gimli, a runway less traveled. With no engine power, the Gimli glider was at the mercy of gravity and the wind. Pearson, a skilled glider pilot, wrestled the controls, fighting to maintain altitude, buy precious time. Unbeknownst to them, Gimli's runway had been transformed. Families picnicked on one side, go-karts zipped around the other. A crowd had gathered for a drag racing event. Little did they know they were about to witness an aviation miracle. The massive plane descended, a silent, ominous shadow falling across the festivities. The crowd scattered as the 767, wings tilting precariously, made its final approach. Section 6. Against all odds, the Gimli glider's triumph. Pearson executed a textbook side-slip maneuver, using the plane's drag to slow its descent. The tires screeched as the Gimli glider slammed onto the runway, the force of the impact shaking the aircraft to its core. It wasn't pretty, but it was a landing. As the plane skidded to a halt, nose up, a collective gasp arose from the stunned onlookers. The Gimli glider had defied the odds. Miraculously, there were no fatalities. Only minor injuries were reported. The passengers and crew, shaken but alive, disembarked onto the tarmac, greeted by the bewildered faces of those who had witnessed the impossible. Section 7. Unraveling the errors, a system under scrutiny. The Gimli glider incident sent shockwaves through the aviation world. How could a modern airliner, packed with sophisticated technology, simply run out of fuel mid-flight? The investigation revealed a chain of failures, both technical and human. The faulty fuel gauge, the miscommunication during refueling, the reliance on inaccurate information, all contributed to the near disaster. The incident forced the industry to confront uncomfortable truths. It exposed the vulnerabilities of relying solely on technology and highlighted the critical importance of clear communication, rigorous safety protocols, and a healthy dose of old-fashioned human vigilance. Section 8. Voices from the cockpit and cabin, a story of courage. Captain Pearson and First Officer Quintal became instant heroes. Their calm professionalism, their quick thinking, and their exceptional piloting skills averted a catastrophe. But the story of the Gimli glider is also a testament to the courage of those on board. Passengers spoke of the fear, the uncertainty, but also the remarkable resilience of the human spirit in the face of danger. There were acts of kindness, moments of humor, even amidst the terror. The Gimli glider's story is a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, human compassion and the will to survive can shine through. Section 9. The Gimli legacy, soaring beyond the crisis. The Gimli glider incident stands as a stark reminder of the importance of aviation safety. On July 23, 1983, Air Canada Flight 143, a Boeing 767, ran out of fuel mid-flight due to a series of miscalculations and errors. The pilots, Captain Robert Pearson and First Officer Maurice Quintal, were faced with an unprecedented crisis. With no engine power, they had to glide the massive aircraft to safety. This incident forced the industry to confront its flaws, to reassess its procedures, and to implement more rigorous safety protocols. It highlighted the critical need for accurate fuel calculations, thorough training, and effective communication among the crew. The aviation industry had to prioritize human factors alongside technological advancements. This meant not only improving the technology used in aircraft, but also ensuring that pilots and crew were better prepared for emergencies. Training programs were revamped and new protocols were introduced to prevent such incidents from happening again. The legacy of the Gimli glider extends beyond the averted disaster. It serves as a case study in aviation schools and is a topic of discussion in safety seminars worldwide. The lessons learned from this incident have been instrumental in shaping modern aviation safety standards. It speaks to the importance of learning from our mistakes, of embracing change, and of continuously striving for improvement. The aviation industry has become more resilient and adaptive, thanks to the hard-earned lessons from the Gimli glider incident. The incident also underscores the power of human ingenuity and resilience. Captain Pearson and First Officer Quintal's quick thinking and exceptional piloting skills turned a potential catastrophe into a remarkable story of survival. Their actions have been celebrated and studied as exemplary demonstrations of crisis management. The Gimli glider, once a symbol of near tragedy, has become an emblem of hope. It stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of innovation and the relentless pursuit of safety in aviation. The aircraft, now displayed in museums, continues to inspire future generations of aviators and engineers. It reminds us that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, the human will to survive and innovate can prevail. The Gimli glider's story is a powerful reminder that even when the engines fail, the human spirit can still soar. It encourages us to push the boundaries of what is possible and to never give up, no matter the odds. The incident has also led to advancements in emergency procedures and gliding techniques, ensuring that pilots are better equipped to handle similar situations in the future. The Gimli glider's legacy is one of heroism, innovation, and the unyielding human spirit. It serves as a beacon of hope and a reminder that, with determination and skill, we can overcome even the most daunting challenges.